Hello! Welcome to video 3 of my video blog. I'm so excited because I'm continuing this. If this is the first one you're watching, it was one of my goals this year to do a blog, and I realized that I have never done it because I just can't sit and write a blog. So I figured, I'm comfortable in front of the camera. It's much easier for me to speak the words. So I'm gonna go ahead and do video blogs. So this is number 3, and it is meant to be pretty raw, short, sweet, and informative. And with that being said, one thing I realized my last video was I didn't even introduce myself. I don't know when you guys are going to be starting to view these, and you probably have no idea who I am if I don't introduce myself. So I am Michelle Poe. I am owner of 444 Creative. We are a boutique graphic and web design and marketing company. I've owned it for about 10 years. So that's me. I've been in the industry about 16 years. So really love what I do, have a passion for it. I love to be able to see an idea rolling around in someone's head and be able to pull it out. Oh, because this is raw, my phone just gave me an update that I need to update my software, so I'm gonna close that out real quick. But I love to be able to draw out people's ideas in their heads and put action behind it, put visuals behind it, and really help them see their dreams come to life. So that's a little bit about me. So last week we talked about goals. That's been the theme so far of these video blogs, and it's going to continue to be the theme for a while because they're very important. They're the first step to anything that you do for your business or really for anything in life. You have to know where you're headed to be able to attain it. So last week we broke down some really simple numbers. There's a link in the comments or in the body of the blog if you want to go back and take a look at that. But I was thinking, sometimes it's hard to get to those numbers. What's behind those numbers? There's a lot of thought and a lot of other list of items that go into even making those numbers. So today I just wanted to touch on that. So I posted the S.M.A.R.T goals last week, which I absolutely love. They really help you to think and be specific and be honest with yourself. In the blog and in the comments below, I listed out some questions that you could ask yourself. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but I did wanna touch on one of them today and give you a real life example of one of our clients. So what we're gonna talk about today is the S, which is specific. So as I said a few minutes ago, you need to be specific. You need to know where you're headed to break down the daily, the weekly, the monthly tasks and really understand even why you're headed there. So one of the questions is, do you want to be busier this year? Which I would hope most people would say yes. And if it's not a yes and you're happy where you're at, good for you. Very happy for you. But most people's answer is yes. You want to grow your business, you want to be busier, you want to get more clients, patients, jobs, whatever industry you're in. So I'm going to base the next question off your answer of being yes. So can you handle being busier? And if you can, what does that look like? How many more jobs, how many more patients, clients, customers can you handle with the current staff that you have? This is really important to understand where you're at and where you want to be. So for example, if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to add, 5 additional jobs or customers a month. Well, you have to really think about what that looks like. Do you have enough manpower to handle that? Because one of the things with branding and company promises, if you're promising to be on time, if you're promising to return phone calls or answer emails or same-day appointments, You need to deliver on that promise. So if you set your goal for 10 additional jobs or customers a month, but you do not have the manpower to do that, you're gonna have to readjust. You're either gonna have to set your goals more realistic, or you're gonna have to hire staff. And then you have to look at, well, do you have the finances to do that right now? So being really specific starts to break down and trickle into all of the other little things that go into that. We have a customer that we started working with about a year ago, and in the beginning, of our relationship, we talked about goals, and he wanted to grow his business. And one of the things that we recognized was, okay, you're at X right now. Can you handle more work? Because you're going to be paying for marketing, and you don't want that money to go to waste. So we need to be able to make sure that when those customers start coming in and calling and want work done, that you can handle this. So through that conversation and through setting goals, we discovered that no, he does not have the manpower at the moment to handle an influx of new business. So what happened? He hired somebody. And then the goals adjusted after that. So take a look at the list of questions, and even refer back to the previous post, the previous blog, to look at the numbers if you're at that point yet. And be honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, it's setting yourself up for failure. And really, it's okay. It's okay if you think you want 10 new customers a month, but you answer these questions and you look at it and you're like, oh man, I'm just not there yet. Great. Then just do the 5 customers a month. And maybe in 3 to 4 months and a second quarter, you can readjust. All right, so that is my 2 cents today. I hope everyone has a great week. And remember, be specific.